Lawsuits are piling up in the case of an alleged Ponzi scheme based in Orlando. Attorneys are now seeking all investors in Goliath Ventures who may be victims in this growing case.
Now one of the investors is speaking only with WESH 2 Investigates. Greg Fox is live at the federal building. And Greg, this new lawsuit could reveal victims from all over the state as well as the nation.
It certainly could, and it all started with a company that was founded by an Orlando man who is now facing criminal charges in federal court. The investor I talked with says he's broke, and he believes many others were pulled into this scheme. Christopher Delgado is charged in federal court with money laundering and wire fraud. Founder of Orlando-based Goliath Ventures, prosecutors say Delgado ran a Ponzi scheme based on bogus investments into what are called cryptocurrency liquidity pools, where investor money is used to buy and trade tokens without using intermediaries. The government alleges those investments were artificially manipulated to promise monthly returns of 5%. Instead, prosecutors claim Delgado amassed a staggering fortune, including a dozen luxury vehicles like this Rolls-Royce and 4 local homes worth $14.5 million.
It's just, I don't know, it just hurts. I feel like a fool.
This man, who wishes not to be identified, was in tears as he described investing in Goliath Ventures. Unlike some who invested in Delgado's company, who were already wealthy, this man says he invested his life savings and now fears he'll never get it back and could lose his home.
You didn't even talk about it. I just feel like I've hurt so many people. I don't know what to do now.
How much money are we talking about here?
$500K.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that I got. I'm broke as broke.
He says he invested in Goliath through this man, Jonathan Mason, an Altamont Springs financial advisor who calls himself Money Mace on his website. Mason is named as a defendant, along with Eric Clayman, Delgado, and Goliath Ventures in a federal civil lawsuit brought by Prestige Florida Property Investment of Orlando, alleging its executives were also victims of a Ponzi scheme. While Mason declined to comment, an attorney for Clayman, who is a Fort Lauderdale lawyer, told us Mr. Clayman, unfortunately like others, is a victim of Mr. Delgado's fraud. We cannot comment on any other matter involving Goliath Ventures at this time. This investor is hoping he'll get some of his money back if Delgado's assets are liquidated. He's facing up to 30 years if convicted.
But I hope he pays. I hope he spends every bit of 30 years and no parole.
And staying on top of all of these lawsuits that have been filed, so you've got a class action lawsuit filed in South Florida on behalf of investors. You have another class action lawsuit filed in California against JP Morgan Chase for allegedly facilitating this crypto investment with Goliath Ventures. And it all traces back to Christopher Delgado, who's got to turn in his assets to the court by April 30th. For WESH 2 Investigates, live in Orlando, Greg Fox, WESH 2 News.